Hello everyone. This is how we're starting off the video. We're getting cozy. I'm sat on my bed, my little Christmas setup. Is my mic on? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so today's Saturday. I've had a beautiful day. I went to choir practice in the morning. I haven't been to a choir in years, like 7 years. And some spaces opened up to sing in my church choir for the Christmas carol service. And it's so beautiful because we're a mix of nationalities, but mainly French, and English, some American. We actually have one lady who came from Japan just to do this choir service, which is so cool. And it's a carol service that we're doing. So this is really exciting. I'm singing the soprano part. It's for a church carol service in a beautiful church along the riverside. And we're going to be doing it next week when we have the Fête de Lumière here in Lyon. So you know what? I might actually schedule this video to go out before the other 3 that I have ready to go for you next week. So that if anyone's living in Lyon or is coming to the Fête de Lumière, because people do come from genuinely all over the world, yeah, would be so cool to have you there and celebrating with us. So yeah, 6 o'clock, Le Grand Temple, Sunday the 8th of December. I also then went to meet up with a friend for coffee, and I just felt so revitalized. And I was thinking, it is so important, because my friend texted me afterwards. She said, I felt so energized after that. And I was like, it is so important to feel energized after hanging out with someone. It's something that I feel like we kind of just have let pass by the wayside and just thought, yeah, that's a rare thing. But like, it's a necessary thing. And of course, not everyone's going to give us the same amount of energy. There's certain relationships or maybe more acquaintances or work relationships where we don't necessarily feel that level. But when it comes to people that we really truly choose to spend time with every day, I think that's such an important factor. It's like, I sent her like a little diamond emoji afterwards, and I think that's the only time I've ever used that emoji. And I think it's kind of wholesome to think of, wow, okay, so that's really how it feels, like a rare diamond. Today I wanted this to be a short one, but I kind of wanted it to be just like a little question that I ask you, and I want it to be something that perhaps you think about while you're watching this video. Perhaps you take some moments to pause this video while I'm asking this question. Perhaps you just give it to God. Perhaps you take it into a journaling prompt. Perhaps you meditate on it. Perhaps you just let it sit, talk about it in fellowship. I wanted to ask you why you go to church, and I would really love to hear this in the comments as well. I suppose this isn't really like, I'm not trying to give you like a sermon of why you should or what denomination you should be, but I know that from my experience, especially when you're in an Anglican denomination of Christianity, we can get so kind of used to the habit of going to church, and it's amazing that when it becomes a habit, but we kind of become used to it. We're used to going every Sunday, doing the worship, feeling really elevated and fulfilled, and then kind of forgetting about it. Maybe our intention is so elevated in that moment, but sometimes we can neglect God during the week, and sometimes we genuinely forget the reason that we come to church altogether. I think reminding ourselves of that reason, and actually maybe for the first time really coming to grips with what that reason is, whether it's something concrete, whether it's something that changes every day, whether it's something personal, communal, whether it's related to our home worship practice, or whether it's completely different, and not to judge the reason in terms of, oh, well, I come to church once a week because this is the only time I truly fall on my knees in worship, and not judging ourselves and going, oh my goodness, that means that I should be worshipping more at home. Not necessarily. Maybe you do in your own ways. Maybe you don't worship at home, but maybe you talk to God. Maybe you read the Bible. Maybe you meditate on God. Maybe God's just in your heart. And of course, it's always amazing to bring worship in your own personal way into your personal home life. But I think it would be so great if we really asked ourselves this question from a non-judgmental place. at the end of the day, God also knows our intention, even if we don't. And I think that's amazing that He has the power to plant a seed in our heart to go to church. And He knows exactly why that seed has been planted, where it comes from. And He knows how it's going to be nurtured, how it will sometimes wither, and how it will, just be in this ceaseless, perpetual growth, however much that ebbs and flows and however unlinear that is. But really just deepening this relationship with Him and actually just asking, why do I go to church? Whether that's a Catholic Mass, whether that's a Church of England, whether that's a Baptist worship, whatever it is, why do I do it? I don't know. I don't even want to sit here and talk about the specific reasons why I do it, because I think this is something that I actually need to meditate on tonight in my own way. And that's something I'm going to do. And I'm so excited because today's Saturday and I feel like God has planted this in me to share this with you for a reason. I think it's a really humbling thing to be able to just sit here and literally share what I feel like God is planting in me. And maybe no one's going to resonate with this, or maybe no one needs it, but I'm so grateful that God has given me this gift to just speak and feel like I want to express myself, and to really humble me in the sense that I'm just giving it straight back to Him, because this is something that I'm sharing and it's directly from Him, and it's not in a way that makes me think I have this ability to prophesy and teach people and pass wisdom on and I'm the speaker of God's wisdom. It literally has nothing to do with that. It's simply, wow, I'm so grateful that God has made me start to make these videos and want to make these videos, and now has humbled me in this sense where I feel like I'm not being eloquent at all. I'm not being articulate. Not that I think I am the most eloquent and articulate person in the world, but I do think God has given me the gift of words, of expression, of writing, of narrative and narration and expression in that way. And the fact that I have this seed planted in my heart to share it, to glorify Him in the last few months has just been beyond incredible. But I do feel like this is probably, one of the least articulate ways that I've expressed myself. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Oftentimes I'm going off script. Most of the time I don't have a script, but I feel like not only right now do I not have a script, but I don't even have a storyline. I don't even have a start, middle, or end. I don't really have a reason that I'm expressing this, but I think I really just wanted to ask you this question because I thought about this while I was walking back home after my choir practice, after my coffee date with my friend. It just came through to me and I thought maybe I could ask this to you too. I don't have an answer for you. I don't have anything to teach you. I don't even have a personal reason to share with you, but I just wanted to ask it to you because maybe this is the first time that you're even thinking about this as well. And I would be like, the only intention that I can possibly conceive humanly in this moment is that if a single human being for 1 second watches this and thinks, my goodness, that's been planted in my mind now, even if they forget about it and never think it again, I'm glad. That energy has been put out there and I'm glad. And really, I don't know where else to go with this. Maybe there will be a follow-up video. It would be great if there would be. But for now, I'm literally going to leave it at that. This is the least amount that I'm ever going to talk in a video ever. So hold on to this. Why do you worship? Why do you go to worship in community? Why do you attend church? What do you seek to gain from it? What do you gain from it? How does it affect your relationship with God? How does it bring you back to life? Because that's what it is. I would love to know, and I can't wait to do a follow-up video of this because that's really all I got. So until next time, may your breath be relentless, may your spirit be exalted, and may your joy be contagious, and may you forever, may this seed that has been planted in you now be one of that just perpetually grows. Amen to that.